Hey, Max Ralph, Penn State on PennLive, coming at you with a mini breakdown. Might get two today. In fact, I think you should probably bank on two, considering we have practice later. We'll hear from James Franklin and a few players. But just wanted to update you guys, the Penn State fans, from our morning of player availabilities, which included quarterback Drew Allar. Of course, that's always a big one with a lot of interest. We also had cornerback Cam Miller and linebacker Tyler Elsdon. But yeah, trying to do more of these. A hello to Instagram as well, which should be seeing one of these videos for the first time. Just an effort to kind of get more in touch with you guys, the Penn State fans, and our PennLive readers and subscribers. So yeah, let's dive in. I just wanted to start by saying, I think I've talked about it. I think Bob Flounders and Johnny McGonigal have talked about it on the Blue White Breakdown full-length podcast, but Drew Allar, really, you can just tell when we talk to him, there is a little bit of a difference in the way that he carries himself and just the confidence that he has. And he's able to formulate his thoughts better, I think, this year than he did last year. Just in general, I think that he looks really comfortable as a year two starter in this Penn State offense. I think it's partially due to Danny O'Brien's presence as the quarterback's coach. I think it's Andy Kotelnicki, and I think he's played well so far this year. I mean, you can't really deny it. But with that said, shout out to Johnny McGonigal, my beat partner, of course, asking the question today. Drew Allar's depth of target is up quite a bit from last year. He's pushing the ball down the field more. He said it's not something he's consciously trying to increase necessarily, but he is aware of that fact. And basically, he said it boils down to the fact that they have Andy Kotelnicki calling plays. They're more aggressive, as he put it, with him back there, and that's kind of just the bottom line. He also spent this bye week talking with Danny O'Brien, with Andy Kotelnicki, trying to figure things out, and just see what showed up on the film. There was a lot of talk about the new helmet communication, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And just how that's kind of affected things for Penn State defensively, maybe caused some hiccups against Bowling Green. There's also other new technology, sideline iPads, and I asked Drew about those because James Franklin said on Monday that they're trying not to do too much with those and, overload somebody on the sideline. And Drew said, yeah, this is actually something I used in high school, so I'm pretty used to seeing the iPads on the sideline. But there is absolutely a balance. I'm not really sitting there to watch my own highlights, he said. He said it's more, I'm trying to look at defensive alignment, defensive fronts, than anything else, which I thought was a little bit interesting because, it can really be a useful tool. Tom Allen, I was a little bit shocked, but in the preseason said that the iPads might be more of an adjustment than the in-helmet communication. He said that in the preseason. But yeah, so those are some good notes from Drew. I thought that Cam Miller had a good thought as well, because starting star safety KJ Winston, we'll have an update later about his availability this week from James Franklin, we expect. But if he can't go this weekend, Cam Miller is probably going to slide into that nickel/lion position they've been doing, kind of a hybrid linebacker, safety, corner. Jalen Reed is the lead man there, but if KJ Winston can't play, Reed will move back to safety. Cam Miller, we said this morning when we talked to him, he just said, I like being there. I didn't really have to change my body at all to be in that position. I just feel like I can play more instinctively when I'm close to the box like that. So should be interesting. I think Cam Miller's a good tackler. I think he fits the spot well. I was a little surprised that he didn't say he had to change his body at all, but I think he's a really good spot there. And then the best note that we got from linebacker Tyler Elsdon, he is a guy who won the starting job a couple years ago at middle linebacker, started every game, had that role usurped by Kobe King, who is a really talented player and obviously a captain for Penn State this year. And we just asked him, the Penn State beat asked him, why are you still at Penn State? How much does it mean to you to be in this situation with such an up and down career? And he basically just said, I'm a Penn State guy through and through, and I think that everybody would agree with that. I had a tweet back in preseason camp. He shaved his head and dyed it blonde. He bleached his. He's got brown hair, but he dyed it blonde and had a blue stripe running down the middle. Said he was wearing a Penn State helmet at all times. So he certainly an interesting guy. He's a key piece of that linebacker room, but just a fun note. So yeah. there's your mini breakdown. Max Ralph with PennLive covering Penn State. Expect another one of these after practice tonight. But yeah, again, hello Instagram, and we'll see you later.